I just saw the 300 sequel for the first time on Netflix. It's great, but Xerxes still lives. Damn it. So the film takes place before and during and slightly after the first movie. It was all of that. And it used another Frank Miller story, so it's not like the sequel story was completely made up. Just like the Watchmen show, Snyder wasn't the director for this. But he was one of the producers. So it's no wonder his style was completely here, down to his one messed up trope, which I'll get back to. The film came around 8 years after the first film, but still, I was surprised they got everybody back, well, the survivors back. And I thought maybe they used some CGI to put it back in their prime, but with just an 8-year gap, they must have just used makeup. The film shows how Xerxes became Xerxes, and it's the Athenians fighting him. I thought Athens were punks, but no. And their battles were going on at the same time as Leonidas and his 300 Spartans going to the hot gates. Back to Xerxes, this other woman, this badass Artemisia, who whispered war in his ear like freaking the Justice Wonder Woman. Back to Zack Snyder's messed up trope. She's Greek, but switching sides to the Persians was completely justified. But still, Zack Snyder, what the fuck? He keeps doing this in nearly all his movies, and in this case, it full on happened. It was worse than David Cage in that regard. Not much else to really talk about except near the end where the Spartans came in for backup. And even the queen was there and caught some bodies. Because Spartan women did not play. They were just as badass as the men. But when is Xerxes gonna get got? What, we gotta wait 8 more years? Now get this. Snyder wanted to do a third 300, following Alexander the Great to be a conclusion. And there is a script for it. It had some changes and it became its own thing in the 300 universe. And Snyder owns that script now, so he can get that into works eventually. But he also wants to do the Revolutionary War in the Battle of the Alamo 300 style. Why in the world hasn't he just done that? And can you imagine a Zulu Empire 300 style film? How has that not happened by now? Not even as a ripoff of 300, a damn good ripoff. But before those plans, there needs to be a third 300 so Xerxes can finally fall. He can't keep surviving these movies. And it was funny that the credit song was Black Sabbath's War Pigs.